So the big non-E3 Summer Game Fest, everybody showcase, whatever we want to call it, season is pretty much winding down. We will have a few more conferences like Gamescom, and Nintendo will be doing a live event in September, so that's a little ways off. But as far as the June normal E3 time, since E3 wasn't here, as far as those showcases go, that is now done, and it was ended today with the brand new Nintendo Direct that was rumored for a while. Some people thought maybe it would come in June or July, and some people thought we wouldn't get one at all. Everyone was wondering where it was at, but then Nintendo, in perfect Nintendo fashion, did announce it on Tuesday, just a day before, that they will be having a Direct on Wednesday today at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And there's a little back and forth on what was good or what wasn't there, but, there's a little something for everybody. I think you need to go into these directs and showcases with, tempered expectations, and then just be surprised with whatever you see, or just not be disappointed because you don't have any expectations. But yeah, we're going to go over pretty much almost everything that was, announced. Not going to go over every single game, but just some of the highlights. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you do hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and let's get into this Nintendo Direct for the month of June. So Nintendo started the Direct with something we kind of already saw back in, I think it was February or so, whenever there was that Pokemon Presents presentation, which was the DLC for Scarlet and Violet coming later this year. There's 2 parts to it, and you're going to be going to a whole new area. There's a whole new, what looks like maybe kind of like a Battle Frontier type of system, but it's out on like in the middle of the ocean. But to be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Game Freak and Nintendo still hasn't patched out or tried to fix Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because I think I did have a lot of fun playing it. It was my first game since I think Sun back in like 2015, but I got around 2 badges, but then it was too rough, man. I'm not gonna lie, like trying to play it, I didn't fall into any of the crazy glitches, but yeah, I'm probably passing on this one, to be honest, till they actually fix the game. But for anyone else looking for it, it'll be coming out later, holiday 2023. Then after that Pokemon trailer, we got Sonic Superstars, which we did see at that Summer Games Fest last week, and this game still looks great, man. I planned on getting it for the Switch anyway, so it's good to see it again. Just a great game, original like 2D type side-scrolling Sonic game, local co-op, extra characters to play with, new abilities, and 12 new levels. Normally we'll see some rendition of old levels, especially like Green Hill Zone or Chemicals Plant Zone, but we're getting 12 brand new levels, and Green Hill Zone specifically will not be in the game, which, I mean, it's whatever, but that was cool to see. And that'll be coming later, fall 2023. No solid release date, but it should be coming soon. Then we got a preview for a game we knew we were going to see on the Switch, which we saw at the Xbox Showcase, but that was Persona 5 Tactica. Again, just like a Persona / Fire Emblem style game, a little chibi type style, but I'm not really into tactics games or anything like that. I'm not a huge Persona fan. I do want to get into it. I was hoping to see that Persona 3 Reload trailer here, but it doesn't appear that will be here, so I'll probably just play that on Xbox when that launches next year. We got some information on a Splatfest coming in July, and then we got a Detective Pikachu Returns trailer. So Detective Pikachu, I've only seen the movie. I haven't played the game at all, but I've seen a few people pretty excited for this. It's coming October 6th and should be a true to form fashion for the Detective Pikachu series, which is a good little spin-off for Pokemon and Nintendo. Still sell probably like 1 million copies or so, and hold fans over while you got the DLC coming later, and then waiting for that next mainline Pokemon game. Then we got a bombshell of an announcement. It was rumored that we may see a Super Nintendo remake or something like that, and it's been rumored that we might get Super Mario RPG, and we did get a full trailer of a full remake of Super Mario RPG. This was originally made by Square, now Square Enix, back in, I think it was 1996 on the Super Nintendo, and it pretty much gave birth to, all the Mario RPGs that people like Paper Mario, Super Mario and Luigi, All-Stars, all those types of games, and the overhaul looks really good. I never played the RPG. I was hoping it was going to come on Nintendo Switch Online at some point, but I don't know, maybe it was a licensing thing, or they always knew they were going to remake this with Square Enix with that relationship there. But seeing this looks great, and we got some more Mario announcements throughout the show. So this game will be coming out November 17th, and then right after that we got a Princess Peach game that we don't know what this is. It was, some people think it was like a Super Princess Peach from DS, like sequel or something, but we only got around 30 seconds of it. They said it was coming out in 2024. They said they didn't want to show us too much, but we'll have to see. I hope it's not some like weird mini game or like WarioWare type game, or like some Just Dance Mario edition games. They did have her on like a stage, it seemed like, but we'll have to see next year. And then going on with the Mario news, we did get the announcement of Luigi's Mansion 2 coming over to the Nintendo Switch, getting ported over. That's going to be good because Luigi's Mansion 3 was pretty popular. That'll be coming next year. Then we got a Batman Arkham Trilogy that's coming out in the fall. We got an announcement for that, so I know a few people have been pretty excited and hoping that would actually come over. And some people may thought that we might get just Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, just because of the graphics, but no, we got an announcement for a full trilogy. So all three games, Asylum, City, and Arkham Knight, coming out this fall. So it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, on the Switch. And I think it's coming out at a good time, so when the Switch 2 actually comes out, it'll be pretty, it should look pretty good on that system as well. Then we got an announcement for I don't want to call it dungeon crawling farm sim. Like I couldn't really tell exactly what it was, but it's called Silent Hope, and it's basically about, you have 7 characters, they all are mute for some reason, but you do go through different adventures, fighting different monsters and things like that, crafting and whatnot. The style didn't really grab me, but I feel like this game might be a decent little single A, double A game made by Xseed Games. So that is coming out on October 3rd. We did get an announcement for the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope DLC right after the CEO pretty much spoiled that the Switch 2 was coming out pretty soon, but that's coming out pretty soon. And then we did get a trailer for the previously announced Dragon Quest Monsters, so that game will be coming out on December 1st. Still no news around Dragon Quest 12, but I mean, I guess if these games are still selling, we might get that Dragon Quest 3 remake sometime soon. They can still make that money. Then we got an announcement for Pikmin 4. We already knew it was coming out in July, but they did announce that there will be a demo on June 28th. But we also got an announcement that Pikmin 1 and 2 will be available later today. So full-on GameCube games that you can now play. So now you can play all the Pikmin games on the Nintendo Switch, and that's what's making the Switch pretty popular, is the fact that you can play full franchises on the system, like without any online play or anything like that. You could get the cartridges, same thing with Xenoblade. They just need Xenoblade Chronicles X on there, and you can pretty much play that whole franchise too. So that's good to see for people that want to get into Pikmin. You got the demo, and then you also have Pikmin 1 and 2 if you want to play it. Then we got the announcement that we saw at the Sony showcase, which was the Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, which will be coming out October 24th, which will have the first 3 games, but also you can buy the game separately if you want to on the eShop. We got an announcement for Vampire Survivors, which is a pretty good game that should be on Switch. And then we got a surprise announcement for a game I don't think anybody saw coming, but I wasn't really paying attention to this until the announcers mentioned, and this is where like publisher name and clout kind of comes into play. They announced that this was from the makers of Sonic Mania, and that is Penny's Big Breakaway, coming out early 2024. So again, like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, but then I started listening and watching and seeing like the uniqueness of it, and it looks like you're gonna be a character and you're gonna be using like yo-yo powers. Like you're gonna be riding around on a yo-yo, you're going to use the yo-yo to swing from platform to platform. You're gonna, it seems to be one of those like wacky platformers of old, but with a unique spin on it. So I'm pretty excited for this game. I'm ready to play it early 2024. We did get an announcement for the Mario Kart Wave 5 coming out this summer, but then we got a announcement that some people predicted, which was a remake of Star Ocean 2, and it's going to be called Star Ocean: The Second Story R, coming out on November 2nd. So this game looks really, really good, and I'm pretty excited for it. Again, like I've said on the channel before, I'm getting more into RPGs, especially some of these like remakes of the old JRPGs and, you know, games that were on the, you know, PS1 or SNES era that I never got to play, and they're making them modern. So I was pretty excited for this. The graphics look really good. It's like a step up from that HD 2D that we've been seeing with like Octopath Traveler and, you know, games like that, Live Alive. It's like you're having 2D sprites, but you're in a 3D environment, not just going like side to side, like you're going straight, you know, all three directions, and the environments look great. The polygonal work is great. The battle system, you're able to have like chain attacks. You're able to bring in even people that aren't in your party with you when you go out on like a mission or a quest. You can use them to come in and kind of help with the chain battles, or, you know, fighting together with you, which is pretty awesome. And the mechanics look great, the visuals, the colors, all that. So I'm looking forward to this November 2nd. We had a trailer for a new WarioWare game, WarioWare Move It, which will be coming out on November 3rd. Again, I'm not really into WarioWare or any of these party games, but I'm sure this will be a good seller for Nintendo going into that holiday season. We did get an announcement for some Tears of the Kingdom amiibos coming out, but then the show closed with what a lot of people did predict, but maybe not exactly what they predicted. So we got Super Mario Brothers Wonder coming out on October 20th, and at first when you look at it, it's like, oh, it's another 2D Mario game. We knew we were going to get that, but we're like, some people were kind of tired of the 2D Mario games. You know, you had New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers U, New Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario U Deluxe, Luigi U. They were all the same game at the end of the day, but this game looks completely different, not just in the art style, not just in the power-ups, not just in the way you're playing through the game, just everything. There's new power-ups, there's new modes, there's new ways to play with, you know, there's co-op and everything like that, but there's new objectives as you're playing. There's secret hidden ways. Like, I've never seen, they were at one point, he was riding on some like sheep or bison or something. They knocked over the goal flag at the end of the map so that you could keep going throughout the level. There seemed to be some mini games. The art style, like I said, there's different like reactions you could see on Mario's face. His hat is actually moving as he's running around. There's just a lot going on. Like, when people said Mario originally was some trippy acid looking game, like someone took shrooms and then just started going crazy, this is the epitome of that. There's you going stretchy, the environment moving around, and it just looks insane. And, you know, they got a bunch of playable characters. You got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, and it looked like Yoshi as well. So this game definitely going to be a nice setup. And like I said, they really went all out for the Mario games in this direct. You know, you had the Mario movie earlier, then you got Super Mario Brothers Wonder, you got the Peach game coming, you got Super Mario RPG, Luigi's Mansion, and then you had a WarioWare game, if you want to count that as a Mario game. So I mean, plus Mario Kart is still selling, so overall pretty big Mario presence at this direct. And that was it. The direct was around, you know, 40 or so minutes. What do I rank it? Honestly, when it comes to directs, I rate these differently than Xbox or PlayStation. You know, Nintendo's known, especially with the Switch, it is a casual system. At the end of the day, it does have a lot of casual fans. They're going to give you the farming sims, they're going to give you some of the, you know, online games, they're going to give you some of the games that most hardcore people don't care about. But if you just look at the highlight announcements that we got, like Luigi's Mansion, the new 2D Mario, Mario RPG coming, you got Penny's Big Breakaway, Dragon Quest Monsters, you got a lot of really good games. I mean, some of them are multi-platform, but just looking at, you know, what was announced, I'd give it a solid B-, to be honest. Like, I don't think all the other stuff that most people don't care about should bring it down necessarily. You kind of got to look at like the highlights and, you know, look at the circumstance. Like, we know Nintendo Switch is old, it's going on its 7th year. We got the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out soon, and, you know, they're doing what they could. They're not going to put out any super big games after Zelda. That was it. So like I said, I think it was a solid B-, you know, maybe even a solid B. But y'all let me know what you think. What was your favorite game revealed? What do you rate the Nintendo Direct? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember, leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next video.